This screencast is going to show you what to do after you're done writing your pamphlet when you need to go back and add your parenthetical documentation. So you'll see I have my pamphlet here. I also have my research chart, and I have my works cited because I'm going to need all three of these documents to do this. The only two parts of your pamphlet that have to have parenthetical documentation are the newspaper article that you should be putting at the beginning that introduces your wonder to the world. It's that who, what, where, when, why paragraph. And then the other one is about the place, what makes it so wonderful. And this was going to be a claims and evidence paragraph. So you could see I already put some of my parenthetical documentation in here. It says at 479 feet, which is one of my facts, I can go on my research chart and see here's where I had that. And I'm even going to highlight that to make it stand out. And if I look on here, that came from my book source, which was The Pyramids of Giza by Martin Howard. And looking at my works cited page, it tells me that this is what I have to put in parentheses, Howard, and the page numbers. And so I already did that, Howard. And I know that it came from page 231. I have one more fact on here. I've got one parenthetical documentation, my second, and here's my third. The fact that it took 20 years to complete. I didn't know that until I had done my research, and I found that out when I was looking at the National Geographic website. And so I want to cite this using what Noodle Tools tells me I need, and that is to put Great Pyramid into quotation marks. So I'm going to go do that right now. And of course you would be giving me all of your research charts, and what I would be doing is checking that this fact is listed on your research chart and that all that information is cited correctly. I'm going to go down here. This is my place paragraph. My claim was that the Great Pyramid of Giza is deserving of its title as an ancient wonder of the world. Your claim will be something to the effect that your wonder should be one of the 7 new wonders of the world. You can see I have my transitions here showing where my first piece of evidence is with citation, my second piece of evidence with parenthetical documentation, and then here's my third one. Lastly, and I actually took this right as a quote, and I need to cite that. It came from, again, National Geographic, and so I need to put that in quotation marks because it's the title of a smaller work within a bigger work. And so my period still goes on the outside of the parenthesis, and this quotation mark is just telling me where this quote ended. Always remember that your sentence doesn't end until you're all done with parenthetical documentation. All of that punctuation marks, all of that punctuation is going to go on the outside of the parenthesis. The only reason that there is a quotation mark inside of this is because it's quoting the article title, and I have to do that because that's what Noodle Tools tells me. Okay, and so you just want to make sure that you have 3 citations in your place paragraph and 3 citations in your in your newspaper article.